Every time Clarissa and Pap want to push that Remy cheated first, more skeletons come out of Pap's closet, y'all, and we gotta talk. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So today we are doing another video about this, because I did a video on this back in February, at the end of February. I'm showing y'all proof. I did it at the end of February because Geisha305 had a post on the social media about an alleged love child, right? And this is not the first time this has been discussed. But every time it seems that Clarissa or Pap tries to, again, bring up Easy the Black Captain for the millionth time, or say that Remy's got a man, or say that Remy's cheated first, or all of this and all of that, we have to go back into the archives. Now, I recall in this video that I did back in February that at the time I had direct access to that In Touch Weekly article. Right now, when I try to search for that same In Touch Weekly article, it's not coming up. It is not coming up. So I don't know if I need to change my search method or if it has been scrubbed. Also, they're trying to put up an AI message now that says that there was no reported proof that Pap cheated on Remy, and that any cheating allegations started with Easy the Black Captain, started with once Pap and Clarissa was exposed in 2024. It is weird the lengths that whoever the powers that be are trying to make Pap seem like he is this pristine, clean image and did nothing wrong. This is a man that lied to the public about, quote unquote, holding Remy down, only for Remy to expose that he was not holding anything down. He was spending all of her royalties instead of making more money out of those royalties, buying up properties, allegedly spending money on women, and allegedly cheating. And part of this love child rumor was the fact that there was a lady who had been rumored to had been entangled with Pap. Pap denied it and called her ugly. Called her UGLY, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly. The same thing that he said to Remy Ma when Remy Ma first questioned him about Clarissa. And he said, UGLY, you ain't got no alibi, she ugly. There's no way, you're crazy, that's just a friend. That's just a friend. No. So what has happened is a comment on Geisha305's Instagram page has resurfaced, and I believe some of y'all has sent it to me. I just didn't have an opportunity to do a video yet until Neil. And I want to shout out content creator DeSilva's podcast, because I saw it, a little while ago before I did this video. And with all of the chaos of the Clarissa of it all, this was on my desk to discuss. But why not discuss it new, right? Because as I was doing some digging on some other things, why not discuss this new? And I believe this is the same lady that was on Tasha K as well. So without further ado, we are going to get into it. So it says the following. It says, I want to clear the air because I'm honestly confused why something from over 15 years ago is being recycled. My name is Topanga147, and I've never not once said that Pap was my daughter's father. That narrative is false. I reached out and asked for a DNA test for one reason only, to prove he was not the father. There is a big difference. Yes, we were involved for over a decade, including during the time Remy Ma was incarcerated. So that DEAD is the narrative that Remy cheated first. When rumors and questions came up, I expected the man who claimed to care about me to stand up, clear the air, and handle it like a man. Instead, he refused to take the test and refused to defend me when my actual child's father confronted the situation. That night escalated into something physical after I had just left the club with him. That was my breaking point. That was when I realized I had been placed in a position where I was left to deal with, and I'm not here to argue. I am here to set the record straight. If my name keeps being brought up, I will continue to respond calmly, clearly, and with facts. Tags Geisha 305, I respect you and what you're doing, yet God GAMNIT. You about to make me dig up receipts. I'm talking over 12 years. Oh, MB, one team, begged me not to speak on it or show the receipts so that he won't lose his deal with Remy. LOL. No. Well, SHIT, now all that SHIT out the bag that I let the world know back then, huh? This cheating SHIT been going on for real, ain't no black love. Back then or during or new, everything as fake, and for social media shaking my head, I am definitely a fan, y'all. I can't stress enough, and I say this time and time again on my platform. Yes, there are women who cheat, but I keep telling y'all most of the time, women who cheat are cheating back. Most of the time, if a woman is cheating, she has reached her breaking point in the relationship or in the marriage because the man had cheated first. And more than likely, she took him back, expecting cheating to never take place again. But what she failed to realize was he was just going to continue to cheat, but be more covert about it. Be less sloppy this time. So that by the time, if and when you find out again that it happens, they can gaslight you and manipulate the situation that you took them back before. Or they can do what PAP did in the case of Clarissa Shields, which was try to diminish and minimize the situation that they were just friends and that he would never, have sex with her. Now, the timing of the situation of the rumored love child story and everything else, that was around the time that Pap and Remy were trying to conceive a child. And that is where they were having, some issues conceiving and all of the sort. So ultimately, you know what I'm saying? This story was hot off the press. And then ultimately, you know what I'm saying? We find out that then Remy Ma then gets pregnant, right? We find out that Remy Ma gets pregnant. The story came out in 2017 about the rumored love child, you guys. In May 4th of 2017 was when that love child story came out. And Remy reveals that she was pregnant in July 3rd of 2018, you guys. So it's just very interesting, that timeline to me, right? Of how things quickly changed for Pap and Remy, right? I think, like I said, I stand on the fact all this is coming back again. All this is going to keep getting regurgitated and resurfaced and all of the sorts of who Pap really is. Because Clarissa keeps repeating the lies that a married man continues to tell her. Clarissa wants Remy to be the enemy so bad in this situation, which I don't understand, because let's say that there was a woman that intentionally got to know your ex-fiance while you were with him and planning a wedding and all of the things. And ultimately, y'all cheating together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did the same thing to Remy. You played in her face, pretending to be her friend, all this. You know what I'm saying? Only for you to end up sleeping with her husband. And you don't think that Remy should feel away or be pissed off or, you know what I'm saying, not want anything to do with you and not want the golden child to be anywhere near you? And it says a lot that after all this time he's been entangled with Clarissa, that the golden child still has not met her. That tells you everything that you need to know, right? That tells you everything you need to know. But as far as this story, I think the point of it is the fact that people who think that Pap is a saint, that Pap would never cheat on Remy, that Pap would never hurt Remy or do all of these things, I have a bridge to sell you. I have a bridge to sell you. It's just that back then with Remy, he was seen, not heard. So y'all assume that the quiet guy that wasn't appeared to be any scandals was doing right by Remy whole time behind the scenes, while being mute to us, was talking all types of reckless and cash money shit to his wife and being an absolute menace. But I want you guys, like I said, later today, I'm going to do my next part, my part 2 of the rest of the Clarissa Shields Cam Newton interview, because it's really the hypocrisy for me. The one question from Miss Shanika, Clarissa Shields has a whole crash out on the internet and makes all these allegations against Miss Shanika. But when it's Cam and you wear that dress for Cam, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? You don't got the same smoke or the same energy because it's giving male identified. It's giving that if it's a man that asks you and you find him cute, you find him attractive, you're not going to go in on him. Make it make sense? So that is all that I have for this video. I really wish Clarissa and Pap would just stop talking about Remy altogether, so we can stop having to keep digging up all of the receipts of who Pap really is and how Pap really is moving out here, because it just gets to a point where it's like he's not this perfect man that Clarissa is trying to make it seem. And the fact that this man still will not get a divorce decree that indicates that he is legally single should let you know what type of time he is on. Him not covering the Remy tattoo should let you know what the type of time he is on. Him not wanting to delete those Remy posts on the Instagrammies should let you know what type of time he is on. Now, as for the comment that Silva has on her social media, on her YouTube, I find it interesting the way that they are describing Pap and Remy. Basically trying to make it seem as though Pap is Remy's handler, or trying to make it sound like it's a whole other situation, that it's not what the people think it is. No. Like it's really crazy, because that love child story came out and then it was immediately buried. It was immediately buried. And even this lady is now all of a sudden claiming back then when she left that comment, that she was trying to prove that he was not the father. But I remember a very different article. And I remember a very different conversation that was had with Tasha K, almost as if this lady was fearing for her life because of everything that was at stake at the time for Remy and Pap. And there's another couple, low-key, high-key, that also was trying to conceive a child. This is back in the day. I don't know if y'all will pick up what I'm putting down, because I'm not saying these people's names. Absolutely not. Not with the powers that be. But a similar situation where there was a couple who was trying to get pregnant, and there was a mistress who wanted to out everything. That, you know, somebody's husband isn't who y'all think he is. Rumored may or may have not been pregnant as well. Mysteriously unalive. Next year, wife announces a pregnancy, boys. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it sounds like a similar story, except for the unalive part, y'all. And the desperation and what Clarissa has involved herself in as it pertains to PAP, I just don't see this ending well. I do not see any of this ending well in any capacity, and Clarissa better watch herself and check herself, because the rate that this is going is not going to go the way that she thinks it is. So with that, you guys, I need y'all to do me the biggest favor, and that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. There's that. That is it. That is all. It's todo es final. It's finito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.